Alright, we'll wash. You want to wash, Bill? You want me to bring the wash?
I don't care. Mm-hmm.
Out of place. Burchat Wadanoil Hanimalach Oilam Hamaiti Lachem Min Ha'uretz.
Oh, we're having a televised.
How you doing?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You want fish?
How do you think I am?
Probably happy to be moving along.
What do you mean? Have you ever seen that? No. Pause. Did you ever see the Tracy Emin artwork, My Bed? Okay. She's crazy. I don't really love her, but My Bed is... She basically had a nervous breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
She was in her bed for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came out of it, like, she came to her bed and she was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
So she made an artwork out of it. And it's like, when you look at it, it's like looking at depression. So when I came home today, I was like, this is my bed.
Sorry.
But I was only depressed because I wasn't feeling good.
Yeah.
Hear that, world? Thumbs up if you think it's okay to have a Tish video the day after your wife has a baby.
So, Rambam, he was, for a whole year, he was depressed and didn't get out there.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, his brother died. You want fish, Mari?
It's depressing. We have so much bread. We need to, and so much milk. I don't want to ask Malka. Yeah, I'll eat fish. I didn't get a fish plate, but... Thumbs up if you want to hear me call my friend and ask her if she could use some milk.
Any knives in here?
No, but there's knives down in the thing. Hi, it's Chava. Listen.
Boy. Oh, there's already a knife in here. Tish means a table. That's what it literally means. But for special occasions, Shabbos, holidays, the Hasidic custom to have a special meal. So they call it a tish, even though it just means a table. Sometimes in Hebrew they say arichas hashulchan, the setting of the table. Somewhat of a ceremonial meal. You want to wash? Want me to bring you to wash?
I'm too tired.
So today's Lag Bomer. Which is a minor observance, but the Hasidim like to make a big deal about everything. So.
Hi, it's Chava. Baruch Hashem. I have blue milk that's going to go bad in my fridge because I'm not going to be home to use it. And my husband... You guys probably only do red milk, huh? Right. It was because they're just going to go bad in my fridge. Or anybody, if you know anybody who would use it. Maybe I'll call ZC Dirt so maybe. Okay.
Where'd you go?
Huh?
Get some soup.
Yeah. Did you find the soup in the black bag?
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I mixed it with the Shabbos soup.
Oh. The Shabbos soup probably isn't good anymore.
I think it's still good. It's only what today's Wednesday.
I feel like the Shabbos was like months ago. No?
Want some wine?
Sure.
Go to the town on fire, I'll be shivering by the Go to the town on fire, I've been shivering Saudi time. Oh, you found those? So.
And there's these also. Pesach.
I'm gonna have some matzah also. You want matzah? Oh, you didn't wash. Let's see if there's any matzah already broken. Yeah, the whole thing's broken already. I look at matzah. So basically, by the Hasidim, it's like a ceremonial meal. It will include also singing hymns and probably I should only start the video in the sermon, but so we'll explain a little bit what the observance is about. Come on, you want me to pour you wine? How much you want?
I'm like half a cup. Thank you.
Just a good wine. Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah,
so good.
The Ramah, it's also your type of Ramah. You want the salt? Burich Adonai, Eloi Haini Melech U'Olam, Boirai Peria Gofen. Chaim, Mazel Tov, Simchas, Magal and the Kind, Machnis and Visser Shalavim Avinu Bismanoi, Torah L'Chippim Masim Toivim, Zaina, thank you, Mr. Rundle, thank you, congratulations.
Yay.
It's a big simcha.
Night, baby.
Yeah, especially Pesach Sheni, a birthday like that is a special. It will be a big yontif for us, Pesach Sheni, every year. It's Hashem. Bar Mitzvah, Pesach Sheni. Shimon Rabbeinu.
That's right, how fun.
Shimon Rabbeinu. Sheni.
That was a beautiful bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe he's married with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And Biala Rebbe's a Zeta.
Crazy.
His son's name, Osher Mordechai? Oh, something Osher. Because the other side, the tanker, is something shaykhs with Changer. You know, young guys. But our Zayda was in Chenga before freuen mich so schön. Manche Spitz und Schenkel. Der fette Jonas Manjuman Schenkel Rebbe. So what did you learn anything about Lag Boimer? Interesting, you want to share?
Me? No. Well, I can share Lubavitch words love.
Yeah.
Because Lubavitch, they celebrate like women. Like they make onion peels and eggs together.
Yeah, they still do that. It's the old thing.
I don't know. They always served it.
I should have asked the.
Like Rebbe Black's having a thing tomorrow, and they're probably gonna have it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
They didn't want. They didn't. The Lubavitch Rebbes, they wouldn't wash them like Boimer, right? They didn't have the soup.
Should I wash?
No.
Let me get happy.
No.
It's
not my rough wash them like Boimer. It's not a chiv seeder. It's not a.
What do I know about like Bomer?
But Weinberg always makes it very nice. But he doesn't even serve food.
He has like that. I remember him talking about a connection between.
Yeah, he always makes it very big. He has a big crowd there, like 1,000 people come like Bomer.
Wow.
It's like I don't think he has room in his besmedrash. He has to, even as big as that besmedrash is, I think he has to go to Israel or something to make a tish for it. Like, it's not a tish really because he's not serving food. I don't know why he doesn't have a little food, but
too expensive.
Yeah. I mean, Satmar's bigger. They have food. It's kind of like missing out on something we don't have. I once went to David Weinberger, Turkey Roof, like Tish. David Sadik took me there. That was interesting. Shimshon Rosenberg. I got Shimshon's number. We got to talk to him.
Yeah. So, Shimon Rabinowitz, his birthday was Pesach Sheni?
Yeah. We were at his bar mitzvah.
I remember.
Yeah. They named him Shimon after Shimon Chaim. Because I think they didn't have children for a long time.
Oh, really?
Mm.
And then they had the sassiest children in the world.
But Shimon is a big tzaddik.
No, I knew he was going to be, but I remember a little boy.
Yeah. No, I remember.
I can't handle the fact that he's.
I remember Maron.
Man, tzaddik, which, you know.
He's such a big tzaddik. He's so.
I knew he would because he was so wild.
Yeah. Mitzvah Hashem should be Simon for.
Yeah, for our Shloima.
So box and.
That soup is so good. I could eat like 4 more bowls.
You want me to make more because there's not really. There's something left in there. Let me bring over the.
Okay.
Let me bring over the pot. And then you can... Enough for like a quarter of a bowl. So might as well eat it. Shouldn't go to waste. And mixing them together wasn't bad. Here, give me your bowl. Well, you really have to like. Excuse me. Chaim.
Wow, I'm already wasted from this wine.
Moving over the other food. There's something they eat, the summer of ate a Lag Boimer, which was like kreplach, but not in the soup. Or pierogi or something, I don't know. I don't know, he had some name.
This is the...
Wernicke's.
Yeah.
Was that a German word? Wernicke?
No, he's Polish.
Sounds German. Yeah. Let me see.
That's not edible.
Is it potable? Potent potables? In Jeopardy? Oh, we got one thumbs up, so they must agree with you.
What?
No, we got one thumbs up.
Oh my, give a thumbs up, if. It's like Pesach food.
What is?
The potatoes.
Oh, that's from the Werner.
I know, but it reminds me of Pesach food. Like, it's all like, you know what I mean? This is something you don't Pesach.
Yeah. And to Nadberna closer today, in a way, from Nadberna, Philadelphia.
What?
I don't know really a chosed, but someone who has some effects there, davening there.
Red Verna, Philadelphia?
I don't know about. There's three brothers Isaacson. One's the Nadberna Rebbe in Philadelphia, one's the Ramana Rebbe in Staten Island. I don't know if he calls himself a Rebbe in Passaic. That's where Shira Rabiner's parents daven. Passaic, by Rabbi Isaacson.
Oh, yeah?
He was by the Chassan. I remember he was there. By Isaacson.
By Rabbiner's Chassan?
Yeah.
It was a fun Chassan.
It was a nice Chassan.
Mostly because that's where I got to know Lai Feldman, and we got super close.
You know, I saw today.
What?
Like, you know, you say you're quoting from Eov. Sorry, from my flesh I see God.
What? English, because I'm like a
From my flesh I see.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Because Rashi is Rishimon Yechoy.
Oh, yeah?
The same thing. Tama Lecho Nafshi. It's not what they sing. Tama Lecho Tama Lecho Besori. Besori Rishimon Yechoy. Rashi. Ah, Grace at Tikinum.
Drip Shimon Bar Chayz Yortzei, right?
Yeah. There are more.
Wow.
You counted already, Spira?
No, because I'm waiting for Zace, but it's really late.
No.
That's why I said Zace is 9, whatever.
Are you sure which Stace you're talking about? And maybe sometimes the phone has different...
72 minutes is 9:23, it says.
That's what it says, 72 minutes. What time is Shkia?
7:58.
So then it should be 9:10 should be Stace.
So Zace now.
I don't think someone asked my jacket's camouflage. I think it's the opposite of camouflage.
It's the brightest, shiniest thing in the world.
Yeah, this is not camouflage. This
is reflective.
This is standing out more. This is the opposite of camouflage.
I don't have to worry if he's gonna walk on the street at night in such a bekasha. By the way, don't get upset by thinking he's a button on the sleeve.
And this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, this one's like a little loose. No. The old Spinker Rebbe in Yerushalayim, Sefer L'Bracha. We go to his Tish Friday night. He had a also like this. David Avner used to say, I want to hang out with the Spinker Rebbe with his leaves. don't think it was this pattern. I think it was custom made from this, just off the rack in G&G.
My friend said cottage cake.
Yeah, it came in the UPS. Not UPS.
FedEx.
They FedEx as a cockish cake.
And books.
And those Yiddish books, yeah. Welcome, Barry. Chaim, Ari. Chaim.
L'chaim.
He has a simcha coming soon also. He says he needs to hire more Mitzvah Hashem.
Okay, it should be in the right time.
Should give him a slachas, yep. Slachas, you and your whole mishpacha. This is the first boy, Justin. Right, they only have girls?
Who?
Manning.
Ja.
Naches opwachsen, ze zijn een eerlijke kallig ook een chassidische jid. En alle meidelijk ook.
Be in the right time.
Ja, Shatoi Matzlachas. Mazel tov. Shatoi Matzlachas. Chaim. We'll sing this mirrors, I guess. It's like tired. I have to get up early for work, so I can't make a 3-hour long tish.
But you could drink a whole bunch of wine, and then he'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I had that 1.5 a cup, and now I'm like, good night.
Okay. Chaim. Chaim tov l'shon l'chaim l'bracha. So I'm not so frum. I'm a little modern. I daven Marv early. Not early. It was already a half hour after Shkia, but the Satmar, they waited an hour after Shkia, 72 minutes after Shkia. I want to go to sleep early. I have to get up for work in the morning. As it says here that this, just read the Minhagim, the Satmar of Lag Boimer. Interesting. I always think the Satmar of Minhagim were very normal. There was nothing. The only things they did that were really out of the ordinary, like having the Kohanim Duchen on Shana Rabbah. That's like one of the few minhagim that's like a Satmar minhag. Most of the things are just standard Hungarian things. That's something he brought home from Yerushalayim on a trip. This is before Mariv, on the night of Lag Boimer. Satmar would light 5 candles. So we also have 5 candles we have. I didn't even look this up, it just so happened. In front of where they davened, covered the Yom, the Hulula, the yard site, Shlatana Lakari Rishimon Yechoy. So he brings from the Yisachar the notes here. Lag Boimer, the Bnei Yisachar says, we should understand the minhag to light neiros, to light candles and ma'aras. People make bonfires on this day in honor of the light. Right? It says in Genesis, so the light is good. That began to spark out on this day, this very precious day of Lag Boimer, which is Tov days. Tov is the Gematria 17. So 17 days before Matan Torah, before we receive the Torah, before Shavuos. In honor of the Neshama, the light of the Torah, Batina Kadisha, that's the Aramaic term for a holy lamp, which was revealed on this day. And this day, Rabbi Shimon went up to the highest heavens. And this is his Yom HaHulula, the yard site. But literally means like the wedding day. And by his light, we travel and we go. That's what the Bnei Yisachar starts as he goes on. So one time, by the Lag Boimer Suda, by the Tish, the Satmar Rav said it's known that the Rishon Rebbe, the Heilige Rishon, Chusi Aleinu Kol Sholomein, he bought the schus, he bought the merit to light the hadlaka, to light the bonfire in Meron, by the Kever Rishimon.
Who did? Sorry.
The Rishner.
Okay.
So that's why the Bayaner lights the
okay.
main the Boyaner Rebbe is the one who likes the. He bought it from other tzaddikim, and so even to this day, his Einaklach have this as a Yerusha, as an inheritance that they received from the Eilig originator. So that's why the Boyaner, that's his schus. He also Boyaner puts on a kolpik. That's the originator.
And a tie.
Yeah, it's upon a tie. And the Ramah brings that there's an Indian to have a little bit of simcha Lag Boimer. And the Arizal says it's best to go to the kever, to Tzin Rashbi, to the grave, the tomb of Rosh Yochai Lag Boimer, and to make it a day of drinking and joy. And in Mishnah's Chasidim, it says a mitzvah to rejoice, l'smoyach simchas Rosh Yochai, to rejoice in the joy of Rosh Yochai. And the Sefer Psurda Abba, which is a selection from the Sifri Arizal. So the Indian of Lag Boimer, the concept of the minhag, of the custom that Jews have to go on this day, Lag Boimer, to the graves of Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Lazar, his son, Rabbi Shimon Yochai and Rabbi Lazar Benai, who were buried in the city of Meron, as is known, and they eat and drink and they rejoice there. I remember in Yerushalayim, I was in Yerushalayim in Meisharim by the Breslover Bismedrish, and I went to, there was downstairs in English, they had the Shalashus Nosen Maimon, was inside, he would say Torah, Shalashus in English in Breslover Bismedrish, and he said that, maybe it was, I know it was Nosen Maimon or someone else, he said that what happens on Lag Boimer is so incredible because he said that's the biggest annual Jewish pilgrimage that there is in the world. It's much bigger than Uman or Shoshana, as big as Uman is. It's bigger than Monroe and Chafavav. It's bigger than Babich Rebbe. Probably bigger than going to Kaisel and Shlosh Regalim. Very, very big.
Is it bigger than a blue and white cookie on here?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Faker. A faker smile.
I'm like,
Faker.
I need that Carmex too.
Did I give you? I have it in my car for you. I'm going to bring you.
Later. I tried putting on this aloe, didn't help. It made it worse.
Because the aloe is not, no. You need like a coating.
Yeah.
You need Carmex.
So
thumbs up if you're addicted to Carmex.
So he said that he once went Lag Boimer to Meron. I guess the Ariya Kaddish one time he went Lag Boimer to Meron. I was only went one time. And all his family, they all went there, and it took they spent 3 days there. And this was the first time when he came from Egypt, because the Arizal lived most of his life in Egypt. You know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
The Arizal.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I always thought he was like there in Meron.
He was born in Yerushalayim. He lived in Egypt most of his life, and then he's buried in Tzfas, which is not far from Meron. You could see Meron from Tzfas. It says the Rabbi Yonason Shagi, I don't know what that is. He said that in the first year before he went, he was learning with the Arizal that he took his little son there and all his family, and there he cut his son's hair, as is a well-known custom, and he made it a day of drinking and rejoicing. Avram Levi also said the same year he also went with the Ariya Kaddish to Meron, and they would say every day, this Avram Levi, every day in his life, in the Brach of Yerushalayim, I remember it's a famous story, he would say the tefillah of Nachem from Tisha B'Av. Meaning he was so consumed with Avelis, with mourning over the destruction of Beis Hamikdash, he would recite the Tish of liturgy every day. Nachem. Every weekday. He didn't say Shabbos, I don't think. He didn't say Shabbos Yantiv. So there, when he was there, Lag Boimer, by Rabbi Shimon and Maron, he said Nachem. And after he finished Shemon Esrei, the Rizal said he saw Shimon Yochai standing on his grave, and he said, "Tell this man, Avram Levi, tell this man, Avram Levi, why are you saying Nachem on the day of my simcha, the day of my joy? Why are you saying a prayer of mourning and of Avelus on a Reb Ariel Nachman ben Chaim, Shalom Aleichem, big Rebbe's here. Shalom Aleichem, how are you?
Who?
A big Rebbe from Facebook, Reb Ariel Nachman ben Chaim. Thank you for joining us. It's a big simcha to have such a chushuv gast.
Thumbs up if you're a chushuv gast.
Yedain is a chushuv gast. Everyone here is
Everyone should give a thumbs up.
We have very distinguished guests here. So this Rav Avram Chaim Alevi was with the Arizal on Lag Boimer in Meron. The Arizal said he saw Rabbi Shimon standing by his carriage. He said, "Tell this man Avram Alevi, what are you doing saying Nachem, saying the liturgy for the fast of Av, for Tisha B'Av, on my day?"
He was mad.
On the day of my joy. He said, because he said Nachem, he's gonna have to be comforted. And unfortunately, Rahman's son shouldn't happen to anybody. His son passed away, and he had to sit shiva. So it shows how important it is to rejoice on Lag Boimer, especially if you go to Meron, to rejoice, because it's Rishimon's day. So we shall have simchas. So it says here, Lag Boimer, he will go to the Samarav will go to the big Medrash for Lag Boimer Tish, and the Rabbitson would make the Suda in the house. She would cook. It says when the Samarav lived in Yerushalayim in the year Tafshin Vav, that would be 1946, right? He went Lag Boimer to Meron, and one of the Mekubalim, one of the Kabbalists there, one of the mystics there, told the Satmar Rebbetzin Altefega, there's a segula that many people were saved on this day to have live children, to give birth, because they didn't have children. Satmar had daughters from his first wife, but they all predeceased him. So to have a Suda in honor, to have a feast in honor of the Hilulus Rashbi and the Yeshua Yochai. So from then on, Samarav would tell her to make a Suda every year like Boimer. And not only for them, but for the whole Kehillah, for the whole Satmar Kehillah. And so she made it in her own house. She cooked it herself, the Rebbetzin. Didn't have Gabayim.
She was used to cooking large quantities of food because she was Bikur Chol.
Yeah, she did the whole Bikur Chol, and she would schlep everything on the subway, and
she learned medical terms. I was thinking about her and that today.
Yeah.
When I was in the hospital, I was like,
I never saw the pictures. There's pictures of her schlepping food on the subway.
In Bubby carts.
Yeah.
Tzedekis.
So to all the people who make a Suda in honor of the Hilul Hashbi, and everyone would wash for a big Suda. It's brought in Chadashis that anyone who enjoys the Suda of Talmidei Chachamim, it's as if Chazal say this, that it's as if they're enjoying the Ziva Shechina, the glory of the divine presence. And so Lag Boimer also has a din of Sudas Mitzvah because it's a Sudas Talmid Chacham. So,
thumbs up if you think we should have cottage cake.
Yeah, you want me to bring it over? All right.
Do I need a wash on it?
I don't know.
I heard different opinions.
Whatever you want to do. You want me to bring you the wash?
Fine.
Oh, my head is hurting now from the wine. That wine usually doesn't hurt me.
Your face is all red.
Yeah. It doesn't look red.
Thumbs up if you think Rabbi Kolakowski looks tired.
Well, I'm working hard.
I know you're working so hard.
Trying to help.
Saving Amish people.
And Indians and Muslims and even a few Jews.
Yeah. I don't care about Goofnarky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Yes. Everyone donate David Elliott.
No,
They don't care about Goofnarky.
Don't say that.
Why? If you're in a place where you have no other choice, cool. Eat it. But if you have a choice,
I would probably eat that pie before. No, but I want to give Parnassa to Fink because he's my roommate.
oh yeah, never mind. Eat David Elliott.
And Jochen and Goldstein.
Isn't he the one? On the toasty dime.
I gotta bring you a towel. Oh, I feel sick. Wash on bread, so it's not a subject. We have bread here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't he the one that was like, when I dropped you off by your dorm, he was like, Grand Rabbi.
No, that's notice. As finished. I don't know. No, Natan Fink regular.
I know who Fink is, but I thought it was him.
Maybe we'll find him.
Alright, everyone go buy some David Elliott flies. I know that you're supporting the Talmud Chacham.
Huh.
Very chashuv read. Used to be my husband's roommate in yeshiva. And people who also don't care about Kulaki. The end.
So said the Samarov would eat, he'd wash, he'd eat fish, borscht, meat, compote, farfel, and he'd give shrayim to everyone, like every yantiv. And the Gaba put up mashke. I don't think it was wine, it was probably. And then the Gaba would sing Bar Yochai with the songs that was singing in Meron. And then they would sing responsively, and then they would sing Bar Yochai, V'martem, and then they would sing Amar V'kiva, and then Tzomel Chanafshi, Kamach B'sori, and it said when they sang Amar V'kiva, they said the Samarov's face was like burning like a flaming fire from his tremendous emotions and desires for God. And many times he would start crying, his eyes would come down with tears, and they sing Tzomel Chanafshi. And when they had guests from Eretz Yisrael, he would ask them to sing again Bar Yochai in another niggin that they sing in certain Hasidic communities in Eretz Yisrael. So we'll sing now Bar Yochai, and then we'll say some Torahs. To be honest, I'm not really feeling that well. Bar Yochai nimshachto ashrecho shemen susoin my chaverecho Bar Yochai nimshachto ashrecho Shemen susoin my chaverecha Bar Yochai Shemen chas kodesh nimshachto mimidas hakodesh nu susotzitz naizer hakodesh Chol v'shal roish chaperecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha. Shemen susain mechaverecha. Bayechoy moishav toiv yushavta. Yoim nasta, yoim asher brachta, b'maray sirim, she'amadeto sham kunisa, hoid chavadarecha, bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha, shemen susoin ma'chaverecha, Bayechoy atzei shitim oim dim lemidai adoy haim loim dim oir miflar aykoid haim yoitim loy haim yoiricha mayrecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy v'listai tapichim u'lisa l'lkoit by merkuchim Soi toiro ketzitzim evroim Nase udam nema baverecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy nezarta begvira Eve milches aishtos hashava Bechereb hoitzaisa mitara Shulafto neged zorerecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy limkoy ma'ishayish He got off nayayelayish Gam gilas kaiseres alayish Tu shiri mi yishrecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy Bekoidish hakadushim Kav yuroik mechadash chadushim Sheva shabusoi soid chamishim Kusharta kishrikshin krurecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy yidchachma kedima Hishkafta lechvida penima Shloishim ishtayim Nesivois reishis terima Ad keriv mimshach zivayrecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy or miflarim malo Yurai somel habit kiravlo Talima v'yayin koirei lo Namta ayin lois eshirecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha Bayechoy ashrei yoladetecha Ashrei huam haim loimdecha V'ashrei huam demal soidecha Levishai choishen timecha veirecha Bayechoy nimshachto ashrecha Shemen susain ma'chaverecha It was interesting. For some reason, I was thinking about what's going on in Korea. Was two of these It's so amazing that we're finally making peace there. So I hope it's real,
Joseph.
Yeah.
I'll say something to you and I forgot what it was.
All right, we'll sing Bamartem. This is from the Ben Ish Chai. I like this song better, really. When Weinberger, they only sing the first one. They don't sing this one. I don't know why. He always has David Carmeli sing Bar Yochai. But V'amartem kol l'choi Adini Bar Yochai V'amartem kol l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai Ish Elohim Kudosh Hi Ashrai Ayin Ru'as Hi Life Chucham Yaskil Pihi Adonai Bar Yochai V'amartem kol l'choi Adonai Bar Yochai V'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai Burechi. You remember the Tish we used to have in Richmond, and Rabbi Yalkut would come, and
yeah, we used to have fun on Lag Bomer.
Yeah, Lag Bomer was nice.
And I would always make food, and we would have a big party, and have music. That was nice.
Burechi mipi elyon. There's videos on YouTube from the old. They're not very good, but
check out thumbs up if you want to check out the old Richmond.
The old Richmond
Lag Bomer.
videos.
They were so. We used to have fun.
That's when I was really. Now I'm just a phony. Then I was.
You're not a phony.
Burechi mipi elyon kudeshi meharayon. Because
we were the only ones doing anything for Lag Bomer.
No, Yosel would also. He had the bonfire, I think. Yeah, Martin Koilachai, Adinani by
Rabbi Block is making a thing tomorrow.
Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai, why don't you go there?
I just had a baby, I'm tired.
Alright, Mirz Hashem, by the bris, we'll let you know the name, Ariel. Remind me. We have two Ariels here.
Ariel Bartzadok?
No, Ariel Manning and Ariel Nachman. And then, what did you... he said something else, alright. Because he asked for the name of the baby with Ariel Nachman. Gibor v'ish milchama b'das Torah temima molei mada v'chochma Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai. We'll put it up on Durash kol tali mois boys v'satzi mois u'l'malis ra'mois Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai. Ich war, du, ich kann tellen, mais, boys, wir setzen uns so,
His 33 days, which is 4 weeks and 5 days of Omer.
Hod
of Hod. Hod of Hod, forever and ever. And Hod of Hod. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Durash kol tali mais beois v'satzi mais u'l'malis ra'mois Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai. Lag Bomer.
No, not.
Ich bin besech mal.
I need to go to bed. I'm out of bed.
What is tomorrow?
I thought it was going to be May the 4th, but it's not Friday.
Sham lamad sisrei seira Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai. Also, it's still because the 30 days in April, so it's 33 days of Omer and it's the 3rd of May. V'amartem kol l'chai Adonai b'yachoi v'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai. Visham Nivra Mayan Loi Vichuliv Lemachul Loi Matev Chalkai Vechevloi Adonai B'yachoi V'amartem kol l'chai Adonai B'yachoi V'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai Zeichet Tzadik Livrucha Dein Reicha Ivareicha Zikar Rabim V'zucha Adonai B'yachoi V'amartem kol l'chai Adonai B'yachoi V'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai Chidaish Kamo Haluchois Haim B'Mishnah Arichois Zehamagis Mamluchois Adonai B'yachoi V'amartem kol l'chai Adonai B'yachoi V'amartem kol l'chai Rabbi Shimon Tzadikai Tier es ihr oisa nekia haydi lai mishmaya Adonai bayechoi ve'amartem koi l'choi Adonai bayechoi ve'amartem koi l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai Yehuda Kol Hanisturais Devoravoisim Pairais Pitel Kama Gezairais Adonai bayechoi ve'amartem koi l'choi Adonai bayechoi ve'amartem koi l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai Kol Yomav Asher Choya Oisa Keshes Lo Niya Ki Ho Oisa Olam Hoya Adonai bayechoi ve'amartem koi l'choi Adonai bayechoi Martin Koilachai, Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai, L'chol Yisrael Hayir, B'soy Torah Habo here. Kira Hachama Masir, Adonai Bayachai, Via Martin Koilachai, Adonai Bayachai, Via Martin Koilachai, Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai. Mukoim buchar b'shmaya Emanuvi achia Zemibnei aliyah Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai Nechman moed l'mala Zocher likarik d'la Keser seiser keser elyon loy niglo Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai Sinai loy nikra Arisha v'chavura Mimani taitzai seiro Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi B'Shimon Tzaddikai Osa Shivim tikinim Yikorim epninim Tikain Elyonim Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai Pusach espi b'chochma Hoitzior Tikkun Zahar Rechama Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Adonai bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai Tzaddik Yisoid Ho'olam Nigila Midrash Hanelam Yuchol Liftar Ha'olam Adonai Bayachoi Ve'amartem kol l'choi Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai
And I have a whole bunch of blue milk in my fridge that's still good, but it's going to go bad because it's going to be homesick. Can you use some blue milk? Okay, I'm coming to Bloomberg tomorrow, so I'll bring it to you. Mama, I'm coming to Bloomberg tomorrow. I have to. My baby has to be checked by the moil. And I'm on my way to Claire.
Why don't you give it to wherever the girls are staying? Yeah,
I'll be there after 1. Yeah. No. I'll be there after I have to be there at noon, I think, to have the moil check the baby.
Anytime. I was
this morning, and Louise, like it's from jail. What? All the kids are settled, yeah. Remy went to the city by one of my friends. And Shlomiel is there by Heller, which I hope goes okay. I can't think of anybody else who would be better for him. I think that's a very good fit, but I hope it's okay by her.
Rabbi Shimon Tzaddikai
Yeah, my things in the road, I don't know if they're
Adonai bayachoi
yeah, it's
to the same again lonely.
10 days, yeah. No, because your time is coming, and I'm out of the shoe. Wow, okay, so in the Mazel de Geshu, with a lot of Siyata Dishmaya and Health and Hatzlacha. Yeah, he's just like, he was a little early, so he's like still really sleepy. But he's waking up now. He's starting to get on his schedule. So. Yeah, he's a real cutie. He's a real little cutie. What? Yes, my girls did. The boys didn't, but the girls did, yeah. They were crazy. Crazy excited. You know. They were always, it like completes our family because we now have 3 girls and 3 boys. So it's like an even team. Yeah. Things up. Exactly. Listen. Listen. Okay, Mama, so I'll see you in Mir Tishem tomorrow.
We'll say
no, I'll give to them also. There's like 5 things of milk in there. It's gonna go bad.
So I'll say Torah quickly.
This is a poor woman.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it.
With a baby and another one coming.
So it says Shemin Susim Mechaverecha. We said right. Bar Yochai Nimshach Dashrecha. Shemin Susim Mechaverecha. It's in Tillim like that. That there's an oil that's
look at how scary you look in this picture.
More joyous than your friend. So the Yismach Moshe and Tefillah Moshe is the Sefer Yismach Moshe on Tillim. And it says there's a pot Tillim when he kazais ranan beves lukim tachti bechesed elokim olam void. It says and I am like an olive, a fresh olive, ranan, a joyous, very good olive. I don't know I forgot the word means, like ranana, like it's a positive adjective.
The best olive you ever ate.
Yeah. In the house of God, I trust in the kindness of God forever and ever. Yeah,
I like a good olive oil, though.
The Sfarim Kadeshim say if you eat olives, it's bad for you. I think the Gemara says eating olives makes you forgetful, but eating olive oil gives your memory better.
Olive oils, I remember in Princeton, there used to be this restaurant, they would give you bread, and they'd give you a little dish of, like, the best quality olive oil, like $100 a gallon, whatever. And that olive oil was so good, it was, like, sweet.
I mean, was there, you put, garlic or something in it, no?
Yeah, it had, like, spices in it, and it was, like, fruity. It had, like, tons of flavor layers. Good morning. I'm gonna stop talking now. Flavor layers.
So then also it says in Jeremiah 11, Yirmiyahu Yad Aleph, is the same term Zayas Ran, and a very good olive that's very beautiful for fruit. It's beautiful, and the Lord called by thy name. So the question is, why are the Jewish people compared to an olive? An olive only brings out its oil if you crush it, right? So Chazal say, what did Jeremiah say? What did Jeremiah see? He wanted to compare our ancestors to an olive.
Like, only the good stuff came out when you...
So the answer is also, every other type of liquid gets mixed, like we made the soup. It mixed one soup, another soup, mixed together, right? Oil won't mix. Oil rises to the top.
Pig and elephant DNA just won't splice.
I heard that's the Indian of Mashiach also.
What, the pig and elephant DNA just won't splice?
That the oil rises to the top. That the Mashiach is anointed with oil. That it's an Indian of rising to the top. Being the best we can. Not getting mixed together. It's the same thing our ancestors... They don't mix together with the pagans. The Jewish people don't mix together with the pagans. This is what Medrash says.
But I am a pagan.
No, you're not. You're Yid. You're converted. So that's.
Well, I used to be a.
Yeah, but now you're Jewish, so that's okay.
Whoa.
So that's why. The thing is, the Jewish people still have free will. We still have free choices. Hamarov brings. If we want to be separated from the pagans in everything, and therefore it says that it's a beautiful fruit of the olive that the Lord called, and it doesn't need to be crushed. But meaning when we decide on our own to separate, we don't need to be crushed because we're separate on our own. So then we're an olive. When we're not separated and we try to copy them, doesn't mean that we're, meaning I'm working among other religions, but I'm standing up as a Eid. I'm wearing a bekisha when I go into work in a yarmulke.
You're the first Eid to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not hiding who I am. I'm proud of who I am.
And you're not saying that they're right. You're just trying to help
No.
people in need.
So, not that I always dress so Yiddish, but at least in a professional setting there, that's what I'm doing. So therefore, if we go and copy the other nations, then we need to be crushed, because an olive doesn't separate on its own. It's only the oil that separates. So if we don't self-separate, then we don't make ourselves distinct on our own, we'll be crushed. That's what we saw in the Holocaust. They went and the German Jews, they tried to be like everybody else, and they got crushed. Speaking to be separated. What? Speaking
of Mendelssohn.
Yeah.
Today you said, that doesn't sound like Mendelssohn. And I was like, you know what does? He watching over his stuff.
Rabbi Fishman tells us story of Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn himself was near L'chaid, but his children went off. It was because of his...
Because of what?
Because he had the wrong ideas. He was Shemer Torah mitzvahs.
Because he thought that if we assimilate, they'll leave us alone.
Yeah.
When actually the opposite is true.
He said, be a Jew in the house and a man on the street, something like that. But we see here, the Rebbe is showing, no, if you want, you got to be a Jew everywhere, or else you'll be crushed, and then the oil come out, and then you'll automatically be separated. That's what it says. This lovely olive, which is a beautiful fruit, which has such a beautiful shape that the Lord called by your name. The beauty, yeah, the beauty of the fruit is that it doesn't mix together, and then it doesn't need to be crushed. Chas v'sholom. That's what the Yismach Moshe said. When the Kedushas Yontiv, Saparov's father, so that's what it says in the in Shir Shirim. The smell of your oil is good. The Jewish people can be called oil even in a good way, and they don't need to be crushed. That's what the Kedushas Yontiv says. So through this we can understand Shem and Sasei. We have that. So then we don't need crushed. And Rabbi Shimon in the Zohar Kodesh, in Parsha, the first chapter, we call it Ma'aseh, the work of the chariot, the story of the chariot, and that the Jewish people who were taken to exile, and we say the Jewish people because that's all who was left. The people of Judea, the northern tribes were lost by that time. Jewish people, they were taken in captivity to Babylonia. Oh yeah. And they'd given up hope. Because think about it, history. Meaning, if a nation is exiled, they get lost. That's it. There's no coming back, right? So the Jewish people thought they're exiled from their land, the temple is destroyed. That's it. They're either going to die go extinct or assimilate, become Babylonians. You know, I'm dealing with now someone they asked me to help find a Lenape Indian chief. There's really no such thing, but there are people they say they have a little bit of Lenape blood. They claim they're their chief. You know, you have to find such a thing for work, such a person. So, but they're all assimilated. They're practically extinct. They were exiled from their land. This is their land, where I'm living now, Lenape land. And they were taken to Oklahoma. And that's it. They're gone. They said someone I found, I'm trying to contact them, claiming to be a Lenape chief. Who's to say they're not? Like I could say I'm Koblentz-Richmond because no one else is claiming to be Koblentz-Richmond. So Zel Bazach. This even though there are plenty of Einiklach from the Chavas Yor. Same thing. So I could call myself Koblentz that because Chavas Yor was rough in a few places. He was also rough in Vermiza. I'm not such a bad guy, but say Vermiza Koblentz. He was there for 3 years, right? I could be Koblentz-Richmond, and this woman could be Lenape chief. Why not? Right? And so they're gone. So the Jews thought the same thing. They saw what happened to the northern tribes. Northern tribes are gone. They're lost tribes. So the Jews thought that was it. That was the end. And God was in heaven with the angels, you know, not hanging out. That's not nice to say. He was talking to the angels. And he said to the angels, what are you guys doing here? My beloved children are enslaved and exiled in Babylonia, and you're here in heaven? You don't belong here. You got to go then be with them in Babylonia. And you know what? I'm going to go with you too. And that's what it says in Isaiah. For thy sake was I sent to Babylonia. That God himself accompanied us to Babylonia. Of course, the glory of the Lord fills the earth. God is everywhere. But we tend to forget that. People become sense almost fetishized over a piece of land, of this, that. And they miss the big picture. Jeremiah says, pray for the peace of the city where I sent you. Because with their prosperity, with their peace, with their welfare comes your prosperity, your peace, your welfare, your well-being. Wherever we're living. Carlina Rebbe your heart shouldn't be arguing about the place. Be happy where you are. Serve God there, because God is just as much wherever you are. In Morrissey, Michigan, or much in Yerushalayim, so much everywhere. The glory of the Lord fills the whole earth. The Zohar says no place empty of him. When we talk about Kedusha, it's a halachic construct, Al Pi Halacha from Torah, that yes, Yerushalayim has Kedusha, means they bring Meiser Sheni, you know, things like that. You can eat Meiser Sheni Yerushalayim, but you can't eat in Borough Park, okay? Nobody's eating Meiser Sheni. The Archangel Michael and Elijah the Prophet, they're bringing sacrifices in the temple in heaven. Here on earth, Jewish people not bringing sacrifices in Jerusalem. Gentile people can bring sacrifices. They're allowed to bring sacrifices to the true God, the God of the whole world, and that's okay, but Jews are not allowed. The closest thing we have is the Kapparas. You couldn't bring a chicken as a sacrifice in the temple. Holiness is everywhere. Holiness of God is everywhere. The difference, what it means, holiness, the people, the Jews who to exile, they were obsessed, in an unhealthy way with Eretz Israel, and there were many false prophets telling them. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah that the false prophets were saying we're going to go back. And Jeremiah says, no, we have 70 years. We have to wait. Jeremiah was warning the people of Ezekiel. Ezekiel was in exile, and like we said, God told the angels, "What are you guys doing here? You got to go to Babylonia, and I'm going to come with you too. We've got to be with my beloved children, with my people." And so Ezekiel, he's going to the mikveh. He was near the Chiyid. He was going to the river to go to the mikveh, to Nahar Kvar, to the river Shibar, however they say in English, I don't know. Kvar is how they say in Lashon Kodesh. Why is he going to the river? He's going to the mikveh, right? And the mikveh is a bechin of Eretz Yisrael. The mikveh is like Eretz Yisrael, where you can only have nevuah, you can only have prophecy in Eretz Yisrael. Nowadays, no prophets either, right? According to Rambam, maybe Chachamim and Nevi'im, I don't know. Chachmadav Minavi. But, excuse me, I gotta go to bed. It's very late. It's 10 o'clock already. So, Ezekiel, even though he was in Babylonia, when he's in the river, he's in Eretz Yisrael. He's in the mikveh. And so he was able to see prophecy. And he saw visions, Maras Elokim. And he saw such a godly vision of the Merkavas and the Chayes HaKodesh, of the Ifanim, the Chayes HaKodesh, the Merkavah, the chariots, the wheels, flying saucers, but they're really angels and the living beings. He saw all this. And he went and told the Jews who they were in exile, right? By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat and we wept. We sat and we wept, as remembered Zion, Psalm 137, you know. Their hands were tied behind their backs. They were slaves. And here comes Ezekiel. Here comes Yecheskel Navi. Yecheskel ben Buzi. He says, "Why are you guys depressed?" They said, "What do you mean? God abandoned us, put us in exile. Now we're slaves in Babylonia to Nebuchadnezzar, or to his Enoch, to Xerxes, to Darius, whatever." Ezekiel said, "What do you mean God abandoned you? What do you mean God abandoned us? God didn't abandon us." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I saw it all. I saw all the angels, the Ifanim, the Chayes HaKodesh, the wheels and the holy living beings, and the glory of God, and all of these secret things. We're not even supposed to delve into the secrets of Chashmal and all these things." And they said, "Prove it." So he said, "These are the details of what I saw." So that's what the Zohar Kodesh says. People are going to ask, "Ezekiel, why do you have to reveal so much? Why couldn't you just..." They said, "Well, they wouldn't believe me unless I told them the secrets." You know why? Because if you can tell secrets to someone, that means you trust them. It means you love them. And so God told us the secrets. He told Ezekiel the secrets. And Ezekiel told us to all of us, because God wanted Ezekiel to tell all of us all the secrets. That's the concept. That's what we have. Oh, it's out footer. Excuse me. And those are all the secrets. And because they heard the secrets, then they had nechama. Then they realized they really weren't in exile. They realized that God was with them. And God didn't abandon them. And they had hope that when the 70 years would be over, they're going to go home and rebuild the temple. And like Jeremiah told them, in the meantime, do your best, live a normal life. Don't get fooled by false prophets. Just live a normal life. Work, raise a family, build a house, plant some crops, raise some cattle. That's what they did in the old days. Some people still do it today, obviously, or else we wouldn't have food to eat. But we do other things now, okay? We work and we make a living, we go to school, we go to work, we have families, we get married, have children. We're not hermits, we're not ascetics. We live life, we enjoy life. Have a good piece of meat, a good piece of bread, a good cup of wine. God is with us. We don't give up hope. And Rabbi Shimon, he was writing after the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. And after so much suffering, and people were ready to give up hope, because now we're in exile again. This time we don't have a number of 70 years. This time we don't know. Because Mashiach would come. We're in exile, and that's it until Mashiach comes. So when the Messiah comes, that's when it'll be the right time. So that's much longer than the 70 years that Ezekiel and Jeremiah were dealing with, right? Oy, tato, and yet Rabbi Shimon told us the secrets. Rabbi Shimon told us the secrets. And through the secrets, we're reminded not to give up. The Zohar was hidden for hundreds of years. When was it revealed? In the 1200s? During the Crusades, again, because we needed music. Then the Ria Kodesh came. Again, people, there was the Spanish Inquisition, right? This expulsion from Spain. And then there came the Arizal, and then we had the suffering Tachvatat and Shabsai Tzvi, Machshemai, and then came the Baal Shem HaKodesh to give us nechama, that we should recognize. And after the Holocaust, we had the Satmarov, and Bobivarov, Big Tzadikim, Kloisenberger Rav, Magala, Vad Yosef, Moshe, Baron, Yankov. And they also showed us the way, that God didn't abandon us. God is here right now with us. It's a tremendous nechama that we don't need to say Nachem, right? We told the story before. Because Hashem is bringing us joy. That's the beauty of the teachings of Rabbi Shimon, the beauty of the Kabbalah, the beauty of mysticism. Is it's there to give us hope, to give us joy, to change our lives. I have to excuse me, I'm getting very tired after bench. I want to thank you all for joining us on this very special Yontiv. Let's make the most out of it. If you have a Gemara Shabbos and like Lamed Gimel, Shabbos 33, you have the story of Rabbi Shimon when he hid in the cave. Maybe you should learn that. If you have the Zohar, maybe learn a little of Zohar. God willing, you shall be blessed with everything you need. To recognize that God is with you. To live a normal, happy, and healthy life. And to follow the rules. And that merit to be worthy to all the blessings written in the Torah, all the blessings of Rishim Yochai. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, subscribe. All right. God bless you. Happy luck, baby. Samalecho nafshi kamalecha besuri keberetzio ay 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, na, 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 ya, da, da, da. Ken ba kodesh is sicha. Kodesh chazi sicha liros be'era. It's I passed by there from Honesdale basically. I got thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. Have a very happy and meaningful life, my man. Kadai Rishon Nusmechel V'Shasa Dechak. All right. Okay. Oikein ba'kodesh chazi sicha liros uzcho chvoidecha. Kein ba'kodesh chazi sicha liros uzcho chvoidecha. Ay 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 ay. Ay 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Shemalo is Shemalo. Oysa lo moisa. Siftava komishma. Ze kolon til sadei no yela befiver kobasa. Vidaber like their shulchan shulchan nearly night. Just finish some water. This went longer than I thought. Yeah. You're right, Ariel Nachman. I have to get up early too. I have to go to work tomorrow. I'm a new head chaplain in a prison. Got a lot of work to do. I'm enjoying it, and I'm thankful to God. So, all right, l'chaim, l'chaim. L'chaim Tevim Shalom, l'chaim Avrocha. The Zayin Gebench, and the Schusim of Shimon. Everyone, all of the prayers should be answered, and should be Zoicha to Bonim Bonim Oiskim Termitzvah. So everyone should be healthy and well and have Parnasa Revach. And God's gonna help you all. Everything you need. Because you're Erlich Eden. Don't give up hope, even if you're being tested. God loves you so much, every one of you here. This is Ein Gebenched, and it's Chus and Shimon, and it's Chus and Ramah. We should be Zoiche to all the good Hashpos, and to be Zoiche to see the Skalas Kvod Shemayim. Nigla kavoid Hashem. V'ro chol boso yachtov ki Hashem diber. All right, God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Good Yantiv. Postpone alles kids. You know he says that when you learn Torah with Tzaddik, you're by their kever. And all of my friends who need yeshivas, we're now in Meron. We learn Torah in Beis Shimon. We learn Zohar Kodesh. We're in Meron. We could also put on alles. Oy mahatem minna betuchen. Iedereen bestaat de shidduch, bestaat de zorg jongen. En parnossa en refias en yeshivas en gezind. Nachas. Parnossa berevach. God bless you all. Be well. Sure malus. We said sure malus already. Daf mentioned. To make him a zoomin without new advice at its bench. Burchat wat in oil melech oilam as in sodom kolbud bebuchim chasrachmem. Unais in lachem chalbasa kilom chastuv to vegel to midlachsel. Vad abish ma gadol kilom. Unais to come to look at Muslim chabiyos of Shibura. Kubsech is there from the spill of Hard Saint Burchat what in eyes and as a call. No idol what in oil hinus chaltum sim. Eretz chem the tov v'chava. Hakel hadden er heen en achter, maar die wat zo zijn. Allemaal goed wissen we zich. Allebei is de golva kadosh ni kershim chaulav. Burchat wat in de berach, maar we zullen nu mijn. Burchat wat in de heen melach oilam. Well, Vin Malkaner, the rain burn, go in the Christian, Christianka, very so well. Malachate might have black culture, Holium, I to bring might have only to bring Higman, Wadloch, and Hasrachman. Wherever had sold with Loch, Burkham, Hamapanosa, Halkol Rachman, Ham Shalom, Holta, and Colta, well, and what Alex Feynman. Ach, niet te kunnen gaan. Wat is er zo? I'd rather not keep 5 komen gaan stupen zeggen ze daar gaan spelen. What was the last thing you said? I didn't see the last comment. If someone else will say something, I'll see the other comment. You just have to say something, just press return, okay, something. And I'm going to turn off the video. Whoever can just say something there, type something. I guess I'll turn it off and you'll see you later. Alright, thank everyone for watching. Malachakils. I didn't learn like the Gemara. I have to learn. What would it say? Oh, the program of the Palestinians, the Israelis give the Palestinians free water, free electricity, everything, and then they beat up the Erlchid, and that's the upside down world. Oilam Hafachrisi, the real victims of the Erlchid. All right, Hashem Shabbat. All right, thank you for watching. God bless. Good Yantiv, everybody. Thank you. Hotel kids. All right, it's nice to be in Meron together with you all, even if we're in Bethel or in the Midwest, wherever we are. Thank you for joining us in Simchas and Mazel. All right, turn this off.